32G. You can't figure it out. Shame on you.
Take care, Ed. People are freaking stupid, I swear, man. This country's full of freaking idiots anymore. Joe, teach them a lesson.
Perhaps.
I hate to say it, man, but the only way people are going to learn is they're going to have to learn the hard way. That's the only way it's going to happen. I agree, Dan. I'm not running power here. I'm not going to stay on with this stuff. I'm just totally disgusted, and I just said to my wife before. And we're watching The Five, by the way, which is one of the greatest shows on television. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. It happens to be on Fox News, but there's some great people there. And they've been saying, you should tune in, Mike. You should watch it once in a while. Expand your horizons a little bit. But that was just an aside. So my point was going to be the major problem here, the way we've ended up. Donald Trump, our great leader, wanted he's called for a law and order society, and that's the statement he made last night, and he's absolutely right. But the big problem here, why all hell's broken loose for so many months now, especially this past year, is because the judges all have to be replaced. That's the weak link in the chain. The judicial system, in my opinion, is rotten to the core, and they should all be hung because nobody ever gets prosecuted, nobody ever gets indicted to begin with, or prosecuted, and nothing is handed out in terms of either holding them accountable for treason or throwing them in jail. And everybody says, oh, we don't have enough room in the jails, we'll build more jails.
They let all the felons out of jail. The father rapers, the rapists, the murderers.
Oh, that's my point, Mike. It's become a lawless society.
Twitter locked down Bongino's account.
That's the definition of socialism. People don't freaking realize, man. They don't realize what's going on here. They're censoring everything. That's socialism right there.
We were told years ago they would do this.
We've been saying it. Dan, I know you've been very vocal about it, and I have been too for a long time. But the media is totally corrupt, and so is the justice system. So what happens? You get total bedlam. The media are criminals. They are murderers. What they've done to this country is freaking criminal.
Yes, they are the enemy within. The censorship.
They created the racial hatred that caused the riots, and then they fueled the riots. Then they fueled it. People died. They demonized the police. Police were killed and murdered, and the media is responsible. They are murderers.
Who is the media? Who owns them all?
Exactly. The people responsible should be in jail or hung. I prefer them hanging. They're traitors.
I'll give you a clue. They stink a lot.
They are traitors. They are murderers and traitors.
I think we've made our point.
I'll tell you, man, that pisses me off, these freaking media people. What they're doing to this country is freaking criminal. They all should be freaking executed. They took those police shootings and just
twisted them to their freaking narrative and people died because of them. They didn't care. They didn't give a shit why these freaking guys were shot. They didn't care. All they saw was a white cop shooting a black man, and they ran with it, just like they did with Nicholas Sandmann. You know, they put a whole high school of children in danger for a political narrative. They're disgusting freaking criminals is what they are.
Dad, you're absolutely right. And guess what? Also, there's no justice. There's no justice in America. Just think about all of the shop owners. Thousands of shop owners across the country. Look what they've done. Look at how they've destroyed the greatest city in the world. New York City has become a overrun. It's a shame. It's a pity. I used to like to go into the city. My wife and I like to go down and see some jazz, you know, and we'd come back down to New Jersey and would take the ferry over and everything. And we've been saying recently, you know what, that's not going to happen anymore. Look what de Blasio has done. It's a disaster. Absolute disaster. And nobody, like you said, held any of these people accountable. Destroyed people's lives, livelihoods, families. They're destitute. They're out of business. They have no income. And this is very, very sad.
They want that because they want mom and pop out of business so the multinationals can control the people like cattle.
Well, of course, absolutely. But I'm just saying, if you look at it on the pure from an emotional standpoint, and I don't, you know, liberals say, Republicans are conservatives. I don't even like to use the word Republican anymore, guys. Conservatives don't have any emotion. Well, I do. You know, I have businesses still in New Jersey, and some of them have been affected. I know firsthand, and it stinks. What's happened. I know exactly what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. For it.
They couldn't give two shits. They want to damage the nation. And these are the people who want to be in charge. Right back. Troy Williams.
Well, I'll tell you, we got a lot of cretins on the frequency, Dan. Frequency.
This guy is mentally ill. That's what that's all about. That's what that's all about. Okay, with my landslide. Yeah, right. What a bunch of morons on this frequency. Yeah, welcome. Listen to these freaking fools, man. That's all they are. They're fools. They're total fools.
Yeah, these guys have nothing proper to say. They don't say anything of value.
I don't know what you guys are trying to prove. It's pathetic.
There's definitely something wrong with that dude. Wonder how hard he's got to squeeze his nuts to sound that way, you know?
Can't understand a word he's saying.
He's an idiot.
Welcome aboard WXTC.
They're total idiots.
Well, these guys are glorified CPers and they sold TV radios, and they come up.
10-4, 10-4.
And they
Tell us what kind of winner you are. 10-4. Come on, tell me what kind of winner you are.
That's what happens when
What's your 10-20?
and this has been going on.
Come on, winners, let's hear it.
Your
Come on, winners, let's do it.
Box.
Losers! Oh, you're such a bunch of losers!
Oh, you said that 50 times.
You said it's 51.
Well, good. That's good. I have to repeat it to you because you know.
Enlighten us. Please enlighten us.
I just said.
Oh, not you.
Not you, moron.
Yeah, say something different for a change. You know, it's the same old line. You know, you sound like I've said it before many times. You sound like an old vaudeville comedian that got yanked off the stage because he didn't have any new material.
Oh, yeah, roger that.
Let me imitate somebody. You're right. You're so right, Rich.
Yes, so right, Rich. Take this from me.
You know what I mean. Oh, girl. Oh, pussy.
Oh, you sound like a real operatic star there.
Oh, you sound like a real fucking douche nozzle.
Never. Those are the people that go nowhere and feed off the system, and then they make fun of you for having a little bit of freedom in your voice.
You know, we're just trying to have a conversation. And if you want to join us, that's fine, but say something intelligent.
A totally unbiased conversation here between us unintellectuals,
Yeah, you don't use your call sign, though, so what you say means nothing.
WW, goofball, WW.
You wish you had that call sign, don't you?
WXTC here for ID.
WW2WW.
He's not enough of a man to give his call sign. He sits down when he pees.
That's right.
Right into your mouth, douche nozzle.
Deuce Nozzle, you said that twice now in 2 sentences. Your vocabulary is very limited, son.
He's a functional illiterate. What do you want? You're demanding too much from a pilot ship.
That's true. He's like underwear. You got to change it.
So he's got incontinence, too, on top of it. You know, he says something silly or funny that he said 5,000 times, and then he pees his pants, and then he has to go get away from the microphone for about 5 minutes or so and change his underpants.
Yeah. Let's hear something new. Go ahead, Trump Tard.
I'm a proud Trump.
Exactly.
Squish these turds coming up. They don't
He's a little bit older, and
I wonder how hard he's going to squeeze his nose.
January 20. January 20. January 20.
What an idiot.
He knows the date. He knows the date. People that collect don't care.
They don't have no skin in the game.
Exactly. No effort in it.
I have
Never been in a voting booth ever.
Rhetorically. One question for this guy. What, if anything, if you can enunciate that, we'll give you a gold star for the day. If you can enunciate it. Here's the question. All right, the question and answer period. Name one thing that you think Biden, in his pro forma, in his whatever it's going to hold him accountable in his first year in office. Name one thing that you think is going to be beneficial for the country. Let's hear it. Enunciate it.
You don't really think they're going to answer you, do you?
No, Dan, I'm just trying to have an intelligent conversation with a guy. I think we have to challenge him.
No, they're not capable of intelligent thought. You haven't figured that out yet?
Well, he's proved it over and over, Jack.
I'm really trying. I really want to try to embarrass this guy into some kind of discourse, whether it's intelligent or not on his part. I want to have some kind of discourse instead of bullshit.
He's already embarrassing himself every time he keys his mic.
Yeah, well, the way I look at it is a lot of little girls are going to be sniffed and groped now, being that Biden is president.
Yeah, a lot of girls are going to have their hair snipped.
Look at these assholes right in the middle of the past then. You know what they are.
They're only hearing me, that's what they are.
As usual.
And Satan-worshipping friggin' libtards.
Mike, you got to turn on the 5 at 5. On 5. I'm serious. Do yourself a favor.
I don't get cable, Rick. The wire's gone. But what about that don't you understand?
Well, maybe you should connect, man. Connect with some reality, okay? Some reality. You've got to be able to separate fact from fiction. And I'm saying that as a friend, okay?
Thank God I got it.
And you're saying that Fox represents fact? Oh, my good word.
And Mike, don't take it unilaterally across the board. Even Bud was in here saying it before. You have to pick and choose. Anyhow.
That's why I read the Epoch Times and I watch NTD. That's precisely why. And One American Network.
Mike, I've also been... I really try and, we'll talk about it some other time, but I'm on your side, Mike. Believe me.
These friggin' idiots, 1.5 KCs below us. Unbelievable.
Yeah, well, they're doing that on purpose. Absolutely on purpose. But Fox has been the enemy all along, just like Mike Pence. Just like a lot of the other scum that was in there.
Keep it going. Engage the enemy. WXTT. WXTT.
What an idiot!
Hey guys, keep talking. That guy's a jerk.
Imagine how their mothers feel. They're prime candidates for their wonderful esteemed abortion. Get the vacuum pump.
Break out the coat hanger.
Hey, you little faggot Canadian, sit down and shut the hell up.
The kid still lives in his basement at his mom's house. He is no good.
You keep feeding the monkeys, they're not going away.
They all live a parasitic existence and they can't stand on their own 2 feet.
Guys, keep talking, you'll have value. That kid is a jerk.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, that dude down there. 42.5, real piece of work.
No, that's how they work. And you can't get at them. They're the most bold. So when you see them face to face, they're running high like little kids.
That's precisely correct. They're only brave in a gaggle of monkeys.
Yes, sir. Totally agree.
Those are the libtards from 3812.
Yeah, we know. They're always down there sticking their fingers where they don't belong.
That's who those people are on 42. 42.5.
They're low-class scum. They act like the highfalutin, but they're the dregs of the earth.
They're pretty strong on my end.
Yeah, they run illegal amplifiers. What do you want?
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, the law doesn't apply to them.
You know that's their MO in these kids. These senior parent basement. They have no job. And they got their $600 check last time. They bought a radio. And now they're going out and they think they're somebody.
My stimulus check and bought me a Yaesu 818 top of the line radio. Man, I'll tell you, it's one of the best.
I don't know. I think that 705 is a lot sexier.
What's that, Mike?
I think that new IC 705 is a lot sexier.
Oh, okay. I don't know if my stimulus check would have covered that one, though.
You mean you didn't dump it all on methamphetamine like the libtards and Hunter Biden?
Well, I was gonna, but I wanted to buy my ham radio so I could get on and jam every night.
Oh, that makes sense. The mess would be gone quick.
Yeah, you got jam people, you know. That's what it's all about.
W2MU. Good evening, guys.
W3JKC.
How are you, Dan?
I'm doing okay. We're kind of eating and talking. I got something to do tonight, so just gonna hang in for a little bit.
Yeah, Cheapers. Let me check on dinner here. Right back.
Freaking idiots on 42.5.
Hey, 42.5, we got 4KY, come to you.
You can't fix stupid, right, Timmy?
And you could just give them a little bit of 4K wide audio from the studio station of the nation, the worldwide radio sensation. Boy, Joe Italiano hates that.
You gotta get yourself a flex so you give him the full 10.
That's funny. How you doing, Doc? Good to hear you, brother.
Yeah, all right, Timmy. Good. How you doing?
Yeah, par for the course. Funeral this morning, a few other things. What's going on with our nation? The whole world's coming crashing in. It's crazy.
Yeah, I got my 90-year-old neighbors. She had a problem with her knee in Walgreens the other day. I took her to the hospital. I had to take him to the hospital to visit her. He couldn't go in because of the COVID. And then I had to go back. I got to buy a cell phone. Go bring the cell phone. Have them give her the cell phone so they can. You wouldn't believe what I've been going through.
Sound like you're working for the Salvation Army.
I feel like I am.
Amen, brother. It pays at the end, just so we let you know.
Yeah, no, I know. It makes me feel good to help people like that.
Well, we truly are our brother's keeper.
Yeah, I mean, when people appreciate, when you do things for them, or they're older and they don't know who to turn to for help. When you're there for them, it's like it just lights up their life, and that in itself gives me reason to do it,
I sure do.
They have two kids. One is a college professor in Michigan. Very smart guy. He does something with testing water for certain bacteria in lakes. I mean, really high-tech stuff to do with bacteria and water and stuff. And then that's in Michigan, and the daughter lives in Connecticut. She's an accountant at a big firm, so, she can drive down once in a while, but, she's very busy, so, I figure I'm here, and I have the ability and the time to help them, so, it's better than just sitting here doing nothing all day. I mean, if I have to take a break from talking on ham radio to go help someone, I don't think it's going to kill me.
That's good attitude. You want to stay active and everything, too. I would suspect he got up in Michigan up there doing the water stuff because of all the water problems up there. To have something to do with it?
Say that again?
All the problems with the water up there in Michigan have anything to do with his job description?
No, he's been doing this for years. He's done it all over the world. I mean, he's been in Africa. I mean, he's like the head of his department. I mean, he's very, very intelligent guy, the son, and he's been all over the world, checking, water and see why there's certain problems and, whatever kind of water has to do with water, he knows what to look for. Very smart guy.
Well, there's nothing better than being involved with water purity and starting good water sources in third world countries and making water an everyday necessity for many people that still don't have it. And we're very lucky in America to have sewer systems and things like that. There's other places that aren't so lucky and the water is not as good quality. And I know we have issues with our waters here. There's been some issues in Michigan, and they just, desalinization plants are getting very popular, especially with artesian well water communities that take water out of the ground that's close to the ocean. They get a lot of infiltration from the ocean. And there's a lot of things to do with water. It's fascinating. It really is. I've studied water a little bit because I'm a moisture remediation specialist. I also understand the whole process of condensation, what creates rain, how water is in two forms, how it migrates as a gas and solidifies through condensation, and the damage it can do to building materials and all that. I've studied a lot of that. So, water is kind of cool. It's a cool commodity. It's almost like being involved in air or gold. That's for sure. Or now cryptocurrency. Got any Bitcoin?
No, I don't have any Bitcoin. One of my neighbors is big into it, but in New York City, I worked in New York City for years in construction, and I did a lot of infrastructure work with sewer, water, storm drains, and storm drain is supposed to be a separate drain from the sewer drain. Sewer is supposed to go to a processing plant, processed and everything. The storm drain just runs back out into the water. Well, there's so many old systems. We replaced and upgraded a lot of places, but there's so many old systems that the sewer from all the houses dump right into the sewer storm drain pipes and go right into the water.
Very good. I just took a peek at Bitcoin while you were talking, Darren, and Bitcoin is flirting with $40,000 today. Sitting right now at 38,911, which is just under 39,000. You could have bought Bitcoin in March when the pandemic started for $37,500. That's $3,750. You've had 1,000% up mark in Bitcoin in 8 months.
Hey, you want me to let you in on a secret, Tim?
I don't care about the secret, Mike. I hold no Bitcoin, but I'll tell you what, it would be nice to cash out and then buy some gold at this point in time.
Bitcoin didn't go up. The dollar went down. So there you have it.
Well, of course. But sooner or later, all this stuff is not going to be trustworthy. Although they think Bitcoin's going to go up to like hundreds of thousands. It's pretty interesting. But just this year alone, you could have pocketed $27,000 on a Bitcoin.
Listen, the central bank needs a war in the worst way, and Biden is just the man to give it to them.
I agree. I said that to my wife. I said, these Democrats are nothing but warlords.
Well, there's two things that I think are worth investing in. My two favorite investings are canned food and ammo. That's my favorite two investments.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. What about real estate? They say your best bet is real estate. I love that.
They said they're going to take your real estate from you. You're not paying attention. Biden supports the global reset, where there's no private property. Read the tea leaves.
Mike, how many acres you got up where you're at?
I don't have acres. I barely got a half acre.
It sucks. I was hoping we could find somebody with a lot of property and let us build houses on it, and we could be our own army in our own city.
We'll try that and see what happens.
Knock, knock. Who's there? The Attorney General's office. Yes, we're going to send all the FBI in, and we're going to have a big shootout just like Waco. Now come out.
Hey, the traitors show up.
What was that, Mike?
The traitors show up.
Yeah, exactly. Just like they did that in Waco. Janet Reno will be driving.
Waco's a whole nother story. That had to do with the Bush crime family and him moving Clinton's drug smuggling operation.
Hey, Tim.
That's interesting. Yeah, Dan.
That Janet Reno, she was a looker, huh? Woo-hoo.
I've seen a better face on a horse.
Somebody actually married her, man.
It shows you there's a girl for every guy.
I thought she was a man wearing a dress.
I thought she was from the WWE.
What do you think of that K2RKV asshole, huh?
Quite a dildo. Yeah, there's a lot of them showing up lately. The house is full of dildos.
That dude's been causing a lot of crap, both here and on my frequency. He's an idiot. It's a sick puppy.
Yeah, when they deteriorate to that level on radio where they're just like, you know, no comprende, it's just, you know, it's lights out. I've seen a couple of people lose their minds on radio. There was a fella called, let me get it, was it N6DPZ or W6K6? I think it was K6DPZ, Dark Purple Zombies. And the poor guy was a really heck of a nice guy, but he lost his mind and he went crazy on the radio and he was jamming and cursing and really went crazy. So the FCC had to really go out there and take his equipment. They fined him like $19,000. He's in an old age home now, drooling on himself, mumbling. It's a shame. Harold Gretzky was his name, or Gretzky. Gave lots of great talks on ham radio, but lost his mind and really deteriorated to a POS like you see out here.
How can you find somebody that has a mental problem? That's sick.
No, I agree with you, Darren. They handled that all wrong. I think they have to come up with a monetary number to get him off the air. I don't think he's going to pay the fine. I really don't. Some of those fines that people get, they never pay.
I recorded that whole thing last night.
Good, send it to me, please. I want to put it on the wall of shame ASAP.
Oh, yeah.
You can zip it if you have to, or just want to post it on a Dropbox or something, and just give me the link. I can always download it myself, Dan, if it's too much. I don't want an hour of it, but it'd be nice to get it.
No, he said years.
Brewers. People are a joke.
Well, that's who Green Grass One was. That was me emailing everybody. That was Joe.
Really?
Absolutely. He even admitted to it.
Who cares? That stuff. That's like kindergarten stuff.
The guy's an asshole. He's a drama queen, just like K2RKV and the rest of them. It's all about the drama.
Yeah, they never said.
I want beer in my beer. And what I really prefer is domestic beer. Coors Banquet beer.